This is the White Coat Investor Podcast, Milestones to Millionaire, celebrating stories of success along the journey to financial freedom. Here is your host, Dr. Jim Dolly.
This is Milestones to Millionaire, episode number 7. Psychiatrist pays off $330,000 in 3.5 years. I hope you're enjoying these podcasts. We're having a lot of fun with them. If you want to be a guest on the Milestones to Millionaire podcast, you can apply at whitecoatinvestor.com/milestones. And we'll see if we can get you on, no matter what your financial milestone is. Maybe you've become a millionaire. Maybe you've paid off your student loans. Maybe you paid off a mortgage. Whatever it is, let's help you celebrate and use your story to inspire others to do the same. Brought to you by Laurel Road. At Laurel Road, we've always been committed to serving the financial needs of doctors, and we're taking that commitment to the next level with a special announcement tomorrow on National Doctors Day. For more information on this exciting initiative for doctors, please visit www.laurelroad.com on March 30th. Laurel Road is a brand of KeyBank N.A., member FDIC and equal housing lender, NMLS number 399797. All right, we've got a great guest today, Donnie and her husband, Jonathan. Let's get them on. All right, we have two guests here on the podcast. We have Dr. Donnie Barnhart, as well as her husband, Jonathan Adams. Welcome to the White Coat Investor Podcast.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how much debt did you pay off?
Well, altogether, about $330,000.
$330,000. Working as a psychiatrist for you. What was your range of income over the time period you were paying it off?
I started paying it off in residency, so that was around 40. I think I started at 42,000, and now I make around 230, 250.
And you paid it off over how long of a time period?
It took us about 3.5, 4 years. Yeah,
3.5 years. You hit it pretty hard.
I did. My husband can testify to that. Yes.
What was the secret? How'd you do it?
I took to advice to heart in medical school to live like a resident after you became an attending, and I've always thought that debt was a great evil, and it kept people down. And so I intended in my heart, we purposed to get that debt down as soon as possible. So we did. We lived like residents even after getting an attending salary. And I also moonlight, and that moonlighting job allowed me to pay extra on things. There's lots of little secrets. Yeah.
I bet we could learn a lot from you. It sounds like you had quite a bit of intensity as you went through it. Did it take longer than you thought? Was it easier than you thought? What was your take on it now that it's all said and done?
After it's all been over, it just flew by. And it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and I actually got it done. My original goal was 5 years, but we just hit it hard, and time flew by, and it was such a relief to get rid of that debt. Yeah.
What do you think about this whole process, Jonathan? Was this so do you feel like you were an active participant in this, a passive observer? What was it like for you to see her take on that debt to start with and then wipe it out in such an intense way?
It was a fine process. We had a decent quality of life the whole time. We just never bought an expensive house and expensive cars, but we still did some traveling and so forth, and we enjoyed life. So it wasn't as bad as it might have sounded, but I don't know. It was fine. I'm glad we did. I mean, it's real nice now, to have that money to throw at savings and retirement and things like that.
Were you guys ever tempted to carry the debt for a long time in hopes of investing and out-earning what the loan was costing you or anything like that?
I kind of looked into that even in medical school. And no, my intention was just to get rid of the debt. And now I'm investing more. I think it was a psychological thing for me. Of course, like, who knew what the stock market was going to do and those things,
Right.
But I'm glad I did it this way because now I'm free.
Yeah, you never know if it's going to be a 2019 or a 2008, do you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. So, what advice do you have for someone that's just like you were a few short years ago, staring at this big pile of debt and wondering if they can ever take care of it? What would you tell that person?
Well, I would tell them to live simply, and everything that you have over your cost of simple living, put it into debt. And I do have an emergency fund, just the just in case. But anything over that emergency fund went into my student loan. I also refinanced using I think SoFi, which was a lead that I got off the White Coat Investor website, which I followed throughout, and went back to read the book several times during residency and even as an attending to make sure I was following the right steps. So I guess simply put, be on the look, live simply, invest into the debt like you would invest into the stock market, because you really are paying off and paying into freedom. And then always keep your eyes and ears open for opportunities to advance and get that debt paid off.
Awesome. So what's next for you guys? Go ahead, Jonathan. You had something?
And don't forget how nice it feels to have it paid off. I mean, that's the goal, is that you have that great big income to throw at other things instead of dividing it up into a big house payment and car payments and credit card payments and furniture payments and all the different things people do that wind up just giving you an incredible amount of stress.
Yeah.
And it feels the whole world looks different when you don't have any debt.
Yeah.
I was putting, $7,000 sometimes a month towards my debt. I'm sure it looked kind of funny.
Yeah.
If anybody just was watching the absolute, transaction history. But that's how we did it, was just so anything over our basic needs went into debt. So
Yeah. Well, now you have $2,000, $3,000, $7,000 a month to put toward whatever you want. So what's next for you guys in your financial goals?
Well, I'm going to defer to my husband. He's a carpenter, and we've got some real estate ideas. So,
yeah,
or not even ideas. We actually have bought a building in our little small hometown, and we've refurbished it and put apartments in. So we're getting income in from that investment.
Cool. So real estate investing.
Do you care if I tell them how old you are?
No, I don't care.
Okay. She's 50. Just celebrated her birthday on Thanksgiving. So that plays into it. She looks like she's 28, but she's 50.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about retirement, because there was no money in retirement with medical school and things like that. You took everything you had and put it into that. Mm-hmm. And so now we're very aggressive in saving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
cool.
Our horizon's a little closer than a young doctor.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your success. I mean, you clearly went to medical school and residency as a relatively non-traditional student.
That's
and
right.
You still knocked out your student loans by 50. So that's pretty awesome. So it's really inspiring to, I'm sure, a lot of the non-traditional docs out there. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. And thank you, sir, for that book.
You're welcome. I'm glad it was helpful to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I hope you enjoyed hearing from them. You can actually see them if you go to our YouTube channel, and you'll see these episodes also on YouTube. But I think there's some great takeaways there. First of all is just the simple idea that you can do this. $330,000 in debt, an income of $42,000 to $230,000, and they paid it off in 3.5 years. It can be done. You can pay this stuff off. You can live like a resident. You can get rid of your debt. So I found it interesting that she thought it was easier than she expected to pay off the debt. I don't think that's the case for everybody. But a lot of times as you get the ball rolling and you get some momentum, you find that you can wipe it out quickly. Refinancing doesn't hurt either. And that's why we partner with so many of these refinancing companies. When you refinance your student loans, more of your payment is going to principal and less of it's going to interest, so you can pay it off a little bit faster. At Laurel Road, we've always been committed to serving the financial needs of doctors, and we're taking that commitment to the next level, the special announcement tomorrow on National Doctors Day. For more information on this exciting initiative for doctors, please visit www.laurelroad.com on March 30th. Laurel Road is a brand of KeyBank N.A., member FDIC and equal housing lender, NMLS number 399797. Keep your head up, shoulders back. You've got this and we can help. We'll see you next time on the Milestones to Millionaire podcast.
My dad, your host, Dr. Dolly, is a practicing emergency physician, blogger, author, and podcaster. He is not a licensed accountant, attorney, or financial advisor, so this podcast is for your entertainment and information only and should not be considered official, personalized financial advice.